everyone, I have brought you along today on my vacation. It is the last day and I had a free day. And before I catch my flight later today, I am in Virginia and I am at Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's home. And I want to check out his gardens today. So I'm taking you with me to show you his gardens. I am so excited to see this today. And this is my first time in Virginia, and all of my Virginia viewers, you have a beautiful state. It is absolutely gorgeous. Lots of curvy roads, lots of trees, tons and tons of trees, very hilly. And it actually reminded me, years ago, John and I were in Scotland and England, and we rented a car in Scotland to drive through the countryside. And this actually reminds me of that. The terrain and the trees, just something about it. And I guess the curvy roads, but just beautiful here. So I thought perfect day to take in the gardens before I leave later today on my flight. This is the vegetable gardens. Look at that. It just goes on, and look at the view, you guys. It's beautiful. You can see I'm at the top of the stairs. I'm going to tilt down so you can see the stairs. So you go down the stairs, and then this is all their garden beds, and it goes all the way down. And then look at that overlook out there. Isn't that cute out in the garden? Okay, you know I have to go check out the little building. Okay, so we go in. Oh, and there's some chairs, but of course I just want to go over and see the view. Can you see in the distance the lone trees over there on top of the hill? So pretty. Okay, so this may be a little bit glary because I'm filming right into the sun. We're on the east. But I did want you guys to see how beautiful this is. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, I just seen a Hummer. Oh, I don't remember what the name of these are. My neighbor has these with these little purple flowers in these pods, the spine. You'll have to let us know below what it is. I'm not remembering. But look at over on this side. Here's more of a close-up. Look how pretty those are. They almost look like orchids once they start opening up like that. Oh, and they smell good. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to let us know what are these? They're some kind of bean, aren't they? Scarlet bean? I could be totally wrong. Pretty low walking through here though. The posts up above. I have to duck. Oh, but they go all the way down. I bet when these warm up in the sun even more later today, they're going to be even extremely more fragrant because I'm just getting little scents of them. Very perfumey. Lots and lots of individual garden beds that they grow different crops in. I'm not sure what's right in front of us. I got a close-up on it, and they're pretty pink flowers, but I don't know what those, they don't have anything marked, so I'm not sure what those are. And then as we go farther down this way, I know what this is, being from Illinois. Lots of corn. Okay guys, this is the back of the house and it's where the rotunda is, and this is the west wing, so this is where all the gardens are. So we're gonna walk through the path and look at the gardens. And it's a lot of open ground, and then there's flowers throughout next to the path, but there's also flowers up here next to the rotunda. So let's go check them out first. And it looks more like a cottage garden style. You see a lot of garden beds with just a mix of flowers. Little white rose. Not much of a fragrance on it, but it's a big rambling bush of a rose. And then we have, looks like a lot of mums here on the edge, some black-eyed Susans, but just more of that cottagey garden feel, because everything is put together. I mean, they're defined beds. If you look down here, they have been lined and ovaled out, but more of a jumble of flowers. So that's one side of the rotunda here. Now if we go to the other side, it looks like very symmetrical as far as the same, not the same flowers, but the same oval beds and layout. Some pretty coleus in the back there. Tall coleus. Okay, so the gardens loop around. So just for perspective, we have Monticello right there, the actual home, and we're out on the west wing, and let's just walk on this path and look at the gardens as we go. So more of just flower. There's a little pond there, great big old tree with green moss on it. But more cottage style is what I think of when I see these gardens, because we've just got all kinds of different flowers interspersed together. And even though the beds are somewhat defined on as far as being next to each other, lining the pathway, they have sorted them here a little bit as far as we've got certain types of flowers. Lots of trees though, just gorgeous. And keep in mind too, we are in late September, so the gardens of course would have looked different this summer with the flowering. We're getting to more towards the tail end of them. Got a flowering vine here with little yellow flowers on it. These are pretty with the pods on them, and then the flower here. Then we have a beautiful view over there. That's the hillside I was talking about with that. Looks like the one lone tree up at the top. And here's a pretty climbing vine. It's really pretty, a little red flower. Looks almost evergreen-like with the greenery on it. I'm not sure what that is. If you know what that is, comment below. That's one thing, I'm not seeing a lot of markers as to what the plants are. I know what some of them are, but we've got a bunch of asters over here, coxcomb, and we've got cleome, which I grow in my garden. Okay, so this is a neat sunroom on the side of the house. So these are great big huge windows that you can close, And then it opens up on each side little wings that have shutters on them, but they can open up totally. So we have this side. We have the other side that has the little shutter area with the windows. And then the front all has these windows across it, where this one's open for a doorway, but it would shut also. So you would have a beautiful view here on the south side of the house in the winter time with all those windows closed. That would be really pretty. And from the outside, that's the view of the side orangery is what I would call it, with the green shuttered areas that would open up. This is the walkway down the mountain. They said it's about a half a mile. Okay guys, I am in the gift shop now at Thomas Jefferson's site for the garden center, and they actually sell the plants here. And we checked, and I can buy a plant and take it home with me on the airplane as long as I can fit it in my bag to do a carry-on, and that it would fit like under the seat or in the above. I already spotted something I really like, but it won't fit. It's a fig. I would love to take this fig home and try it out, but that would be way too big. So I was just gonna look around and see what they have. And they have a cute garden center in the gift shop too. And they sell all of the seeds that they grow here, the flowers and the vegetables and stuff. So you can buy a seed packet and take it home with you as a reminder. And that was hyacinth bean. It was listed in there for sale, the purple flowered one, and the red flower was, I think it was cypress vine maybe. But we've got some asters here, foam flower, ferns. But if I got something, it would have to be pretty small. Bear's breeches, we've got little bear's breeches. Lamb's ear. I've got lamb's ear at home already. And they had some bigger shrubs over here. Obviously, I couldn't take those. So what else do we have? We have some strawberry plants, it says. Alpine strawberries. Hyssop. Oh, and their hyssop is even blooming right now. Little purple flower. Victoria rhubarb. Yeah, this is what I've seen, the brown turkey fig. See, and it's not really even my zone. I would have to make it a house plant because it says 6B to zone 10, 15 high by 15 wide. And I don't know how it would do as a house plant, but I think that's pretty cool. They've got one right here that's already turning even. Those of you that grow figs in warmer climates are probably thinking, oh, that's no big deal. But in my climate, it's a big deal because they are house plants, and usually if you try to take them in the house, they don't do very well. But I think that's really cool that they offer the plants that you see on the property. Goldenrod, aster, and I did notice that in the cottage gardens out there, that it was a lot of native plants that are native to this area, but also native, some of them are even in Illinois are native. So more of that wildflower look. Blazing star. Oh, a rose. Baltimore rose. I wonder if, I only seen one rose on the property, and it was that great big white one I showed you. And it had the little flowers like that. This is showing it as pink. prairie rose. I bet you it's the same thing. Pale blush. And maybe when it first bloomed it was pink and I was just seeing what was left. Because it was kind of that wild rose. So out of everything I seen, it was the fig that I thought looked the coolest. But I don't know. I haven't researched to know if that's kitten safe, but like I said, it's way too big to take on the plane. Oh, these are pretty. Oh, purples. No, it's off of this. Look at these berries, guys. Aren't those pretty? And that is a beauty berry. American beauty berry. Zone 6 to 10. A dawn redwood. Look at the leaf structure on that. That's really pretty. Zones 4 to 10. Eventually 120 foot high. Wow. Okay, and then just to spin around so you can, I like their stonework on their building. Now this is the visitor center with the museum gift shop. Okay guys, that was an enjoyable morning. I have my coffee from their cafe. They had a little cafe that was cool to see. So thanks for hanging out with me today and going on this tour with me. It was a lot of fun and it's a beautiful day here in Virginia. Have a great day, everyone.